YouTube? Topaz Jace back for another mixtape review, and this one is to that Logic Bobby Tarantino. Now, the basic concept of this mixtape is ultimately him doing a Tarantino movie in the likes of, say, Pulp Fiction. For those of you who never quite understood Pulp Fiction, it's a movie told in reverse all the way around, man. And that's exactly what he's doing with this, man. He's telling a story in complete reverse. This is how the song Slave 2 came after Slave 1. But the story is ultimately him being unique to himself, being true to his music, but then ultimately changing with the music industry. This is how the ending song is deeper than music, where he's pretty much rapping about how things are not always about money, but then it goes into flexecution in the beginning, where that's him completely flexing on a track talking about money, doing it to commercialized trap music that people have been demanding him to do. So the first track is that Illumin intro, and people are already taking that completely out of context, like they didn't even attempt to listen to it in reverse yet. They just heard to say, oh, it's confirmed, he's part of the Illuminati and all of that nonsense, man. When if you listen to it in reverse, he's pretty much saying that he's on tour right now. He got 2 projects coming out, and I believe that this is one of them. He's ultimately just having fun with this turn-up music, so don't read too much into it. But ultimately, my favorite songs off of this would be Slave 2, in which on this, he's pretty much rapping about his life in the music industry, in which ultimately is a slave to the game. But he's ultimately not going that deep with it. He's just merely talking about the music game. While Slave 1, even though I wasn't that big on it, what he is talking about on it is being a slave to the races, being stuck in between black and white and such. And this is the thing that I've talked about before. Things that biracial kids definitely need to get over. Like, you want to walk in the white man's world and the black man's world at the same time, when you will not be accepted in the white man's world. You are black if you have any bit of black in you. This is why there's so many tragic mulattoes and stuff out there, because they want to walk both worlds, but ultimately you're not accepted in these other worlds, and you want to pretend like you're not accepted in the black world, but ultimately black people have always been generous to gay people, to biracial people, been generous to everybody. Not saying everybody, because there's always people that's gonna hate on you just because, but for the most part, dominant white society will not accept you, while there has been consistent black people, especially in the black church, that accept pretty much everybody. But I honestly feel as though the best track off here was that 48 Bars, where he's just really going into his life and progression within the music industry, man. Excellent production, overall great track. Just wish it was longer than what it was, man. But ultimately, a very good project, that one that makes you think. As one of my subscribers said not that long ago, he says that he loves concept projects, and I do too, man. And projects like this that make you think about what's actually going on here, love them to death. One that I definitely recommend you to go out and purchase some individual tracks. But this concludes today's review, and now we're going to jump into a brief instrumental from underground producer DJ Chronic Beats before we take some of your questions. I said that Jay-Z just can't rap over trap beats, and you know, I feel you. I definitely do believe Jay holds some potential to revolutionize it. It's just going to take more than one track, and he got to really be serious about it. But you know, Jay hasn't been really serious about music for quite some time now. Then I got a comment from a guy who said that that Compton project was better than the Snoop project. Honestly, Kool-Aid is way better than Compton. Hands down it was better, because Compton was just To Pimp a Butterfly but Dr. Dre. And as artistic that people want that To Pimp a Butterfly to be, quality music wise, it really wasn't there like that, man. I hope you enjoyed the show. You can follow me at Twitter up there, and you can go to downloadpaz.com, that's down there, to read today's article.